And it seemed like initially I had to overcome when I would meet new people or convince them and of my credibility or my intelligence or my capability in my work. It's like, and I think it goes to sort of society's stereotypical thinking of the fact that, not the fact, but the fact that many people think that if you're fat, you must be lazy, you must not be very smart, because why wouldn't you change that, et cetera, et cetera. And so I don't find that I have to deal with that anymore. People seem to find me more credible or take me more seriously now than they did before. And that's a sad statement on our society, I guess, that people judge you by your cover, so to speak. What's life like post RNY this far out? It's good. It's really good. I am not somebody who dumps. I mean, I do a little. If I have too much sugar, I will get sort of that jittery. I have had like the heart palpitations, get a little nauseous, and get really sleepy, that whole carb coma thing that people talk about. But really and truly, some of the experiences that other people describe with dumping, I've never had that extreme vomiting and all of that. So in some respects that's a good thing, but in others I guess that means I need to exhibit more self-control. So, and obviously I didn't have self-control to begin with, or I would never have had to have the surgery. So that's kind of a double-sided sword, though mostly I'm glad that I don't have to worry about dumping hugely. I have a little bit of it, but not in any extreme measures. But life is really good, and I still, this far out, almost every single day have a moment in my day when I go, wow, I can do that. And being in the hospital, going to a meeting, and I'm dragging the data projector and my laptop in the little rolly bag, and so, and I get to the elevators, and the one hospital elevators are really slow, and so I just grab it and I take the stairs, right? Well, I would never have done that a year ago. Never, never, never. For one thing, just walking to the elevator and standing there from the parking lot, I would have been sweating. And now it's like, not a problem, just grab it and go, right? Not planning. So going to a meeting like that at one of the other facilities off-site, and sort of figuring out how I was going to get from point A to point B with the least amount of effort, not because I was lazy, but physically exerting that much energy or effort would exhaust me. So my legs hurt, my knees hurt, my entire body hurt, and so you tried to do what you could to minimize that pain, and that quite often meant minimizing the length, the number of steps that you would have to take from point A to point B, or planning sort of your activities so that you could do it en route rather than having to walk back and forth or whatever. Now I don't care. It doesn't matter if I have to walk down the hallway 3 times to do something. I don't have to carry everything at once because I can physically walk up and down the hallway 3 times to get things from point A to point B. So just stuff like that. Life is so much easier now. So much easier and filled with joy. And like I said, every single moment, a day of my life, I have one of those moments when I go, wow, I can do this now. So it's good. That's good. People are still noticing, and I'm not going to lie and say that doesn't. It's not that would make a difference, I guess, if they stopped noticing, but I enjoy that. I enjoy people telling me that I'm looking good. The other part of that is that I feel like I look good. Like I feel really sexy a lot of the time, and I feel beautiful a lot of the time. and I feel adored by people in my life. And the strange thing is now that I think I have had people say to me, "You've lost weight, but you're still the same Nisi. You're still the same," and that is a huge compliment in and of itself, because I was worried about that. Like, I mean, I didn't want to ever get to the point where losing the weight would change who I was, because I really like who I am, right? And I did before I lost my weight, and so people saying that, it means a lot to me when they say that. But what that also has brought me to think about is the fact that, why couldn't I feel that love and adoration when I was at my heaviest? Because it was there then. Only I couldn't believe it then, I guess, because I didn't believe it about myself. So that has been an amazing gift for me too. Having said that, I went through a little bit, and I can't remember if I talked about this in my last video, so I do want to talk about it this time. I went through a little bit of this summer I had a lot of social events sort of back to back to back, where I saw a lot of people back home who hadn't seen me since I lost my weight. And one particular evening at an anniversary, it was a lot of the same people who were at Mom's and Dad's 50th anniversary last summer. And I was completely overwhelmed, because nearly every single person that came up to me was telling me how great I'm looking, and how much weight I lost, and blah blah blah. I went home at the end of that evening being completely exhausted, and it took me some time to recover, only because I think I've been processed. This last couple of months, I think, has been a time of processing for me, and I know that sounds weird, that it would be exhausting to have people tell you how great you look, but it really was. By the end of that night, I was completely overwhelmed. And maybe part of it is having to, I don't know what it is. Anyways, that was an interesting experience. Anyways, I think I better shut her down. I want to say, I haven't been as active online here, and I apologize for that. I do sort of hit and miss, watch some videos when I'm able to. Please, 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 if you have a particular video or if you have questions for me, send me a private message here, because I promise you I will respond. I always do. And I want to thank everybody. I still am surprised when I get new subscriptions, especially because I haven't been as active here online. So to all of my new subscribers, thank you very much. To all of my old subscribers, thank you for sticking with me. I do watch your videos. I don't comment as much. It's a time thing. Sometimes at lunchtime at work I will watch videos, but I don't comment there as I'm having my lunch at my desk. But I am trying to catch people when I can. And like I said, if there's a particular video you want me to watch, please send me a private message here, or if you have any questions, I promise you I will respond. So I hope you're all doing really, really well. I noticed there's a whole bunch of new people in the community. Some have subscribed to me, and I have tried to watch some of your videos as well. I wish you much success, and we'll just tell you that it is a process. It's an amazing journey. And enjoy it, because your life is going to change in ways that you can't even imagine. I hope that everybody is doing good. You take care. Make a great day.